Man, never in my wildest dream I was ever gonna make a video like this again. I used to do it back in my old YouTube days, back in the early 2010 era, when I was talking about why WWE at the time sucked. Unfortunately, it still sucks. I know people want to compare between today's timeline with back then and so on. Oh, well, the 90s sucked too, so on and so forth. Sure. Every decade had its crappy moments, you know? I'm not saying everything was great during the Attitude Era nor the Ruthless Aggression Era. There's times I question how this has even existed or at least televised. Who greenlight this stuff, you know? So no, I'm not the type to think every single thing was great because at the time I didn't know any better. But it was entertaining, sure. Nowadays, you got TKO taking over, ads all over the place, storylines being taken over by ChatGPT, and things just becoming repetitive, stories all over the place. Things are not sure. Wrestlers getting released left. I mean, then again, that's always been a thing, but regardless, it's not how it once was. I think the last time I really enjoyed it was WrestleMania 40 when you had like a lot of excitement going on. The Rock turned heels, the final boss. John Cena, um, excuse me, John Cena has mentioned he's gonna retire soon. He put out an amazing performance and just a lot of cool things going on left and right. And it became a little bit more edgy. And I guess people thought at the time that once they hit Netflix, it's gonna be, I guess, less restrictive compared to going to a television program. I don't know. But the point being is that a lot of people were expecting a lot better. And it turned out to be the exact opposite. And now it leads to a question, what happens now? Well, we don't know. But what I do know is that I personally feel that today's product is not as great. And I'm going to hear the other one, oh, why do you still watch it if you don't like it? Well, I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but if I could speak for myself, I don't think everything is bad during the product. I just feel that it just became unwatchable yet again. And I don't blame people that feel the same way. You know, it's just becoming unwatchable. I'm not knocking anybody that are heading over there in person, because it's definitely a different experience compared when you're watching it onto TV. So that's fine. But then, excuse me, when it comes to lowering the ticket prices, that's another issue. So everything's too expensive. It's not just that; it's also the NBA, the foot. Like, it's just a lot of places these days, especially for people that just can't even afford a lot of things nowadays. Food, rent, groceries. It's just crazy. But point being, yeah, it's just not as entertaining as I once enjoyed 2 years ago, and it's slipping apart. And when you got former employees that are talking about today's product and also agree the fact that it's not entertaining as it once was, then you know it is a major problem. So how can they rectify this? Well, what I'm gathering, people are not a fan of TKO. They want him out. Man has destroyed the business. At least that's what they say. But then who do you blame for giving that title to a certain someone? You blame it on Vince, because that's the man that thought he was the right guy to do it, and yet the same people want him back, and yet the same people that didn't like him when he was still running the product, all because his wife was running as a sen at the time, and then the product was going on a downward decline, and how they try to make it more family friendly and so on and so forth. It didn't work. Anyways, point being, just like how it is back then and how it is today, it is not as entertaining as it once was, and that's unfortunate. But I would definitely make a better video, maybe reasons about it and how can they fix it. Or I can do what everyone else is doing. It's just make games or make stories about it, make these what ifs, because apparently that's what's hitting right now. Or I guess the former stars, making their podcasts or their opinions on it. I don't know. I mean, I'm not really the type to do reviews anymore. It's just, how can I review something I don't watch these days? So, you know, But anyways, I'll let you guys decide on how you feel. Again, everybody is different. There's nothing wrong with that. And yes, people are gonna say, "Oh, well, you can watch another show." Yes, I agree, and I do. And again, it's also not perfect, but I'm only describing what I'm talking about now. But yeah, in my honest opinion, whether people agree or disagree with me, I think today straight up sucks. Goodbye.